All right, thanks for taking time to talk to me
You're
about
welcome.
this. What we're going to talk about today is you living with dyslexia. And so I just want to ask you a few questions, and see what your perspective is. At what age did you get diagnosed with dyslexia?
I was in first grade, so I was 6.
6-ish, yeah. And what signs were you exhibiting?
They would bring older kids to the classroom to teach us how to read, and
Uh-huh.
I wasn't catching on.
Okay.
So my aunt teaches special ed, and she tried to help me read, and then she realized, and they took me to the doctor because of it, and they found out that I have dyslexia.
Uh-huh. Did they just take you to your pediatrician, or do you remember?
It was the pediatrician.
Pediatrician, and you're a member of my football team, and you're one of our better members. You did a good job. But what is reading like with dyslexia? I mean, because it's interesting that you chose to be on a reading competition team and are living with dyslexia.
Reading, it's not hard. It's just you have to understand where the letters go and how they turn and what form they're in.
So it takes you a little longer. You have to slow down and really.
Some days it's not as bad, but some days it's just so alien I just can't touch them. So it's kind of like a different language sometimes.
So you just wake up every day not knowing, or is it like a mood or a feeling?
And it depends on your mood, but sometimes your eyes, if they're real tired, it'll be a lot worse.
Yeah. And you and I talked about color earlier, and you were saying that certain colors help. Do you want to tell us what colors those are?
Yellow, green, and red help a lot.
And is it if you put it next to something, or if you're reading it on a yellow, green, or red?
I have this clear little yellow plastic thing I put over my books. It's kind of like a divider, but it's just a clear page, and it's yellow.
Okay.
And I stick it over my pages when I read.
Yeah. Would it help if you read it out loud?
No, I can't read out loud. It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's really difficult.
Okay. And is extra time required when you take exams?
No.
No. Okay. Does dyslexia affect your numbers?
Yes. I suck at math.
Yeah, I know we've talked about this a lot.
Math is all backwards.
Yeah.
The 9s and the 6s, they're bad. It's the twin letters.
Yeah.
That they can be switched around, M and W and U and N.
Well, how do they deal with that? Like in Mr. Dasson's class, how did
He doesn't. He told me to YouTube it.
to YouTube it?
Yeah. I was like, could you go over it again? He was like, not right now. You'll have to YouTube it. It's not gonna help, but okay.
Okay. We might have to talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And does it go beyond just reading and numbers?
Sometimes, when I'm driving,
It'll
it'll be the sign.
Uh-huh.
Everything will switch backwards.
Yeah.
So and then I'll do that speed, and my sister's like, "What are you doing?"
So instead of going 65, you're going 56?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or 71, and it's 17.
And does that transfer to your speedometer as well?
No,
If you see, for example, if you see
It's 'cause
56 on the sign, do you see 56 on your
No,
speedometer?
because the speedometer is right there, and I'm going past the sign faster. So it happens to the sign, but the speedometer, it doesn't.
Yeah. So is it just a lot of memorizing?
Yes.
When going through your neighborhood, it's 25.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I usually walk in my neighborhood.
yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah.
And I get left and right mixed up too.
You get what?
Left and right.
Left and right.
So I'll take a left when I'm supposed to take a right.
Right. Or correct. Yes. And so, do you feel like it's hindered your learning process, or have you just learned to deal with it?
I've learned to cope with it, but in math, it's really hard in math.
Yeah.
I do my very best in math, and I'm probably still at a 70.
Okay.
But it's never really hindered anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Just made it difficult.
How do you think you could correct that with the math? Like,
Just
Is
keep pushing.
keep plugging away?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And is there anything you would like to share, or anything you'd like that you think people would like to know about what it's like living with dyslexia?
Living with dyslexia, it's difficult, but, and like, people don't understand it. Sometimes, like, when I was little, like, because I couldn't read as well as the other ones, I would be called stupid and all that. It's not a bad thing to have dyslexia.
Right.
I mean, it's really common. People just don't speak out about it. So, like, if you have dyslexia, it's okay.
Yeah.
And you're not stupid.
Yeah. No, no, and I know, clearly, you're not, so. Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.